Oh my goodness, Rebels. This is so silly. Here's what you don't know. We've recorded this. How many times have we been recording now? 3 times? 4 times? Yeah. All over the place. Who knows where it went? Just into the ether somewhere. I've been talking. But as you know me, it's okay. I like to hear myself talk sometimes. I want to read to you what is on the Gottman Marriage Minute today. Gottman, Gottman.com. Gottman.com. I have not found anything they do that I don't like. Just so you know, if you want to know where Laura and I go to upgrade and to level up, we go to Gottman. We go to Gottman. We go to Spark Training. We go to Gap Leadership Institute. Those are super high end, not expensive, but just high caliber. Yes. And Gottman is one of the, if not the best out there. My goodness, the Gottman Marriage Institute is so amazing. Their research and data is phenomenal. Anyway. Your first date, your first kiss, your first anniversary, your first vacation together. What do you remember about these moments? What stands out to you now? Taking a stroll down memory lane can be a powerful way to reconnect with your partner. Look through old photos or pull out your scrapbook. If you need to jog your memory, most you're going to pull your phone out. Periodically reflecting on the positive, not the negative, memories of your past experiences will bring back those good feelings and will keep your marriage strong for years to come. That's awesome. Isn't that cool? To go back and look through photos. You know, in fact, I was at a conference this weekend and my wife sent me a note and I didn't know it. And she did it on the back of a postcard that we had made of our wedding day. When we walked back from the altar where we got married through the tunnel of surfboards with all the little girls that she mentored and little sand and I'm in flip-flops. That is one of my all-time favorite photos. And she sent that to me while I was on this retreat. And I guarantee you, I thought so much more about my wife and my marriage and who I wanted to be as a husband after looking at that photo and remembering what an amazing day it was. In fact, in that photo, I can see Jean Marie Jobs. She's the president of Gap, where we go and get trained. And she was Laura's maid of honor. I can see Jim Burns, who did my wedding. I can see Laura's dad in there. I can see my friend Chad. He's laughing and there's like one teeny thing of his face, like in between two people. And he's laughing. And I can see Christiana Salucci, who, look at this. Christiana Salucci, the Saluccis are these longtime family friends of ours. I opened up one of my dad's old books, and a piece of paper slipped out. It says Casa de Salucci. This is a newspaper clipping from 1982 from Ohio. How did it end up in Colorado Springs in my office in a book? My parents don't recall this clipping. But we know the Saluccis. I met them when I met my wife. I didn't know them before I met Laura. Their daughter was in our wedding. We'd been to their house for Christmas Eve. They're a beautiful family that we love dearly. And this brings my heart joy. So going through those photos, those memories, can really reconnect you to your wife or husband. It's so funny when I hear partner. I'm like, I get it. Husband, wife, whatever. Partner, who cares? Oh, by the way, it was so perfect that they had this today because tomorrow, Laura, my wife, the atomic mom, the hug dealer, my favorite person, we are going to sit here in the studio in those two chairs and we're going to start a brand new podcast that'll be available at Rebel Parenting. If you're subscribed to Rebel Parenting right now, you'll get it. Rebel Parenting really is an umbrella. We have a number of podcasts we do. It's Rebel Media House, and under that we have Rebel Parenting, we have Moms on the Mic, we have the Rebel Encounters, and now we have Oh, the Stories We Will Tell. And we were inspired by Rachel and Dave Hollis interviewing them last week, hearing their true stories, and feeling like we haven't given you the whole picture. And so Laura and I are going to sit down for a half an hour every week in front of the camera on the mic, and we're going to start with day one, about us hearing about each other, and we're going to go all the way to here. Because, oh, the stories we will tell is something I say all the time. Because what I mean by that is if you had any idea what was going on behind the scenes of Rebel Parenting, if you had any idea what we have done for the last 2 years, or 13 that I've been married to my wife, if you had any idea what is taking place behind the scenes as we interview and read these books and do the upgrade and do the live videos, I feel like in a way we haven't. We've not been totally honest with you because of all the things that have and continue to go on. And I think you need to see that and know it. I think you need to understand where the Lord has been for us in this entire journey, because every step of the way we get more and more focused on Him. It's how we've gotten here. It's how we've gotten here. So tomorrow, live on Facebook, oh, the stories we will tell. Producer Kay, you have a great day. She's taking off in the background. She's trying to be quiet. Tell Joshua I said hello and all the great kids. I will tell you, I have found a brand new coloring app. For those that don't know, I color. I color a lot. Because I have anxiety, years ago a therapist said, you should get coloring books. And when I started, there were no coloring books made for adults. It was all kiddie stuff. And so it was a hair embarrassing being on an airplane and pulling out like a Star Wars coloring book and crayons and coloring along. But it makes me feel so good inside that I keep doing it. And now as the years have gone on, by the way, don't Google adult coloring books. That will not take you to where you want to go. If you go on Facebook and you look for Alan Close, A-L-A-N, not two L's, one L, Alan Close, coolest coloring book ever. I have all of his coloring books. I went to college with him. We were in a band together. I might play some of those videos for you someday. Great bass player, plays an upside down bass, left-handed, backwards. That's right. Like Hendrix. Oh yeah. The two apps I use most often today for coloring, one is called Lake. You can look it up. And here's what I love about Lake. When Lake opens up, it goes cursive and it spells Lake. And then below it says time well spent. And it is incredibly cheap. So here's what I'll recommend. You can piecemeal buy coloring pages or artists. Just do the year plan. It's not that much. I don't remember how much it is, but you'll never be able to color all of it. You'll just never be able to color all of it. It is so much. The artwork is amazing. There's so many great things. My kids do it. My wife does it. I do it all the time. Lake is that app. And the other one that I just found that I am so into, it's called Bloom. Bloom. Look for it. It's got a little drop with a check mark in it, I think, is the app. Bloom. I really like. It does. It's a little drop with a check mark in it. And my favorite thing about Bloom is when you're finished. I didn't know this until I was done with the first one. So I started with the mandalas. By the way, if you want to get a good coloring book for an adult, look up Mandala. M-A-N-D-A-L-A. Mandala. Very neat geometric shapes that you can color in, all that kind of stuff. But when you're done coloring the mandala, it time lapses you coloring it in. So it just shows, like, oh, I colored here, and I colored here, and I colored here, and I colored here, all these different things. Well, now, because I'm nerdy and I know it's going to make a film afterwards, I tend to do it in spirals. I'll color like this, and I'll make my way to the middle, or I'll make my way from the middle out, or I'll go in lines through it, or I'll go this way down, because the end result is so fun. So neat. I love it. I'm a big coloring nerd. So, have a great day. Just be blessed in the Lord. Know that He's thinking about you, that He cares for you, that He loves you so much, more than you could ever possibly know, that we are here for you. If you need help, help@rebelparenting.org will come straight to me. It'll be right on my phone. Help@rebelparenting.org. Tomorrow, I'll be with the Atomic Mom right here in the studio. First 30 minutes about hearing about Laura for the very first time, about our first blind date, about getting stood up, all the things that happened in the beginning of our life. Oh, the stories we will tell. Starts tomorrow. I cannot wait to talk to you. God bless. See you tomorrow.